All right, guys, Jay on the Segway. Look, today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to apply the new Insta360 update for the GPS microphone. Insta360 gave us the opportunity to use this GPS microphone as a standalone mic. So in this video, let's show you guys how to sync this audio to your drone footage. For example, you guys are watching me with the Hover X1 Pro Max in front of the crib, and the audio is coming from the microphone within my shirt. I do have AI noise cancellation off. You guys want to make sure you have that off in order to make sure you have the best chance of the best audio, because when you use things like AI noise reduction, which is what Insta360 has inside of this GPS mic, AI noise reduction applies processing to your audio, which if you want to apply processing to your audio before you get into post-editing, and then you get to post-editing and then you try to apply more noise cancellation, you kind of digitalize your voice in the video. So let me show you guys how to apply the audio from this GPS microphone to your video. And now remember, guys, you don't have to be using a drone to do this. You could be using a camera somewhere else. You could be using another drone. You could be using a DJI, what is it, the Mavic 4 Pro or whatever. You could be using anything that doesn't have audio or does have audio. If you like the audio that comes out of this microphone, you can use it for your video footage. So let's show you how.
Okay, you guys, you see a tablet here. This could be a cell phone, a tablet, or a computer. I've only ever done this with a tablet and my cell phone. So you need to make sure you have the Insta360 app right here. Make sure it's downloaded. Make sure you have your login and everything set up. Once you have that, you'll be able to connect this GPS microphone directly via USB-C. If you guys didn't know, these microphones do have a plug at the bottom. In order to use this feature in general, if you turn this thing on, it's going to mainly come on this screen. If you have ever paired this to a camera, an Insta360 camera, it will automatically try to start the camera up at the same time. Let me show you what that looks like. Hold the power button down on this side for 3 seconds. It'll turn on. There's your record button on this side. This GPS mic has turned this and my Ace Pro 2 on. So it's going to turn on both cameras. You can hit cancel, but it did it already. So you see it's turned the X5 on automatically. So what you do is you turn the X5 off, put it to the side, and this is what it looks like right now. This is the screen we have. So we're just going to pull up, and now we're on this screen. We're going to take the USB-C cable. This cable is an Insta360 USB-C cable. Don't know if it's going to zoom in and focus on it, and so we're going to plug it into the USB-C port on the bottom of this remote. Okay, let me try to stop shaking the table. And then the other end, we're going to plug it into this Android tablet. Now, don't pay attention to the tablet screen. From what I've experienced, this one says transfer files. That's what we're going to hit. You can put a code in. It's going to ask you to put a code in the very first time you do this. So put your code in, and then it's going to say file transfer. This is an Android tablet. I do not know how to do this on Apple devices, but for the Android devices, you're going to go to your file section where you can see all of your files. And you look over here on the left side, it says USB storage. That is your GPS microphone. So you're going to hit on it, and you just hit Insta360 audio. I got one recording because that's the recording that I did with this hover drone. So we're going to hold your fingers down on this. Now there's 2 things you can do with this. You can create a folder for this thing. I'm going to hold my hand down on this. Jesus. On the bottom here, I'm going to click move. I'm going to save this from the GPS mic onto the hard drive of this tablet. So I'm going to hit move, and it's going to ask me where. So right here, you see on the top, it says internal storage, and then it says SD card. I'm going to hit SD card because I do have an SD card inserted into this tablet. I have my own filing section. If you guys want to add a file to make this easier to find in your editing program, you hit this plus right here, and then you create a folder and you name it whatever you want to name it. I've done that, and when I've done that, I've created the camera files folder. And then if you hit it, I have more folders that I've created inside of this folder. Because this is an Insta360 GPS remote audio, I'm going to hit this one, and then I'm going to make another file saying B8, and now we have it right here. Then I'm going to put move here, and then just move the audio file into that folder. Now, Go to your editing program. I use KineMaster. I'm going to hit KineMaster right here. Okay. And then I'm going to hit create new. And then I'm going to create me Insta360 GPS mic audio sync to video. So we're going to go on and hit create. Now, here's my video. Boom. So I'm going to exit. Now, remember I told you guys at the beginning of this video, you want to look for that clap. So this is all the video. I'm moving my timeline, looking to see when I clap my hands. Now setting up the microphone, setting up the microphone, setting up the microphone. Took me up. You see that hand clap, right? So I'm going to go before the hand clap just to make this easier. If you know how to work your editing program, that's great. I'm going to cut everything that was to the left, everything that was before me clapping my hands. I just deleted it. Now, what you want to do is you want to go to any section of your audio of your editing program that shows audio. You see mine says audio. I'm going to hit audio. I want to add that video file, that audio file to this video, because that's the audio file that I was recording when I made this video. So we're going to look for recorded, my files, GPS mic audio. Remember I made this folder? This is why you make these folders. It makes it easier to find. You could have even renamed this recording. I could have renamed it, and I would have saw the name that I renamed it as, and then I would have added it. So if you're doing multiple video clips, let's say you're making a video throughout the entire day, you can just do clip 1, clip 2, clip 3, and just make sure that every time you stop and start and stop recording an actual video, make sure you start and stop the microphone's recording. That way it's easier to put it together in post-processing. But we're going to hit recording 1, and we're going to hit the add, and now it's on the video. Now here's how you find how to sync it. Sometimes, guys, sometimes you see the little different signals in the audio file. This is the audio file we just added. You see all these little different little sounds. Sometimes this is what you use to know when it starts recording. Now I assume I started talking right here. You see how all this little noise in it is kind of flatlined? That means the audio is consistent, but it changes from here and it continues to stay the changed differences. Like the differences continue right here. So I started talking right here. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? Watch.
All right, guys, John the segue. Look.
Okay, you seen that? So we're looking for the clap now. Now, normally this would be the clap, but I bet you right here, when I play this video, the clap's not going to be where you see that little spike right there. You heard that? So the clap was somewhere around here. We'll rewind it a little bit to listen for that clap. It looks like okay. So what we're trying to do now is find that clap, and we're going to delete everything before that clap, and then find where in the video I actually clapped my hands and line it up. Now let's listen for that clap.
All right, guys. Alright guys, John the segue. Look, today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to apply the new Insta360.
So how I did that? That's how you guys add audio to your videos. Now, I did not record this in 34-bit. Let me show you. We're going to exit the file. Yep, we're going to do exit the file transfer mode. Okay, if it doesn't let you exit, I'm hitting confirm, it is not letting me exit. You pull down from the top. This is Android, guys. I don't know how the Apple's program is set up to do it. But the Android, guys, you see it's not showing me. Okay, boom. So it did it. So now we can disconnect the remote. I gotta find the settings for. Okay, you see right here, it says bit def and it says 24-bit. This audio recording was in 24-bit. 32-bit is okay, but you need the programming to process 34-bit audio. If you don't have the programming to really give you the most out of it, 24 is just fine. But that's just it. That's how you do it, guys. That is how you do it. All right. And so, look, I don't know what else to tell you. As you can see, Insta360 keeps dropping gems right now these days. DJI has been kind of on the drone band stuff, and Insta360 seems to be capitalizing by accessorizing the crap out of their cameras, realizing that they do have some good stuff out here on the market. People are giving them ideas. They're helping people with their ideas. They still haven't given me my cold shoe mount door. Insta360, the Ace Pro 2. This bad boy. Look, I appreciate the pro grip that you made for us. I appreciate this. But moto vloggers, hit the like button on the video if you agree with me. This is the Action 5 Pro. The Action 5 Pro has a cold shoe battery door. Guys, look. It says Osmo. This is DJI's official battery door for the Action 5. What do you need this for? I might want to hook up a shotgun style microphone to the, to the USB-C. To the cold shoe mount door on the side of the camera and record. Maybe I want to use this for vlogging real quick. Or maybe I have a flashlight. I'm recording in low light scenarios and I want to put a flashlight inside of there so I can do a little quick vlog like this on the fly. The Ace Pro 2 is a very good camera. A very good low light camera, to say the least. And we don't have a cold shoe mount for us moto vloggers, okay? Some of us moto vloggers have other microphones. We have to put a receiver in there. Put the receiver inside of there. That way we can do a direct connection to the camera while moto vlogging and have a light setup. You see how small this is? This is like, it's real small versus having a whole pro grip, okay? Not all of us want to have this, us moto vloggers, okay? And just all you got to do, guys, look. You see how the battery door it comes out. Okay, you lose a little bit of waterproofing, right? But it's still waterproof to like 10 meters, okay? So Insta360, come on. I've been asking for this. I know you guys are watching my videos. You see, our battery door is removable. Can we get the cold shoe door, please? Please, okay? And I hate saying please because I feel like people use this word a little too much and they don't really mean it. But I mean it, all right? So, hey, Jay on the Segway, thanks for watching. You're very welcome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to get in the description and look at all the links. I got a whole bunch of videos that I've been releasing lately, and check them out. If you have any questions on any of those videos, get in the comments, type away. But until then, in the meantime, in between time, players, I will see y'all in the next video because you're going to subscribe, right? All right, appreciate you.